people in the Civil War.
No matter how bad or dark the hours are going to get for Barack Obama, Lincoln had it worse. I mean, he's sitting there in the White House surrounded by hostile forces in Maryland and Virginia, half the country just leaving the United States.
For now, comparing the two as presidents is speculative. Mr. Obama hasn't served a day in office. That will all change Tuesday when Barack Obama places his hand on the Bible and takes the oath. The same Bible, naturally, that Abraham Lincoln used. Jim Axelrod, CBS News, Washington.
Thanks for joining us this half hour. This is CBS News Up to the Minute.
CBS News, experience you can trust.
The road to the inauguration of Barack Obama begins at the Lincoln Memorial with a star-studded concert and a declaration that anything is possible in America. Search engine, the hunt for clues in the U.S. Airways river landing as the fuselage is pulled out of the icy waters. And the Super Bowl is set. The Pittsburgh Steelers and Arizona Cardinals have a date in Tampa. This is the CBS Morning News for Monday, January 19th, 2009. And good morning, and thanks for joining us. I'm Russ Mitchell in Washington, sitting in for Michelle Geelan. On the holiday honoring civil rights giant Martin Luther King Jr., the nation prepares to inaugurate Barack Obama, its first African-American president. Here's the latest. To the theme, We Are One, hundreds of thousands yesterday joined a joyous pre-inauguration concert at the Lincoln Memorial. Today, the president and vice president-elect lead a nationwide day of community service. And tonight, bipartisan dinners honor General Colin Powell, Senator John McCain, and Vice President-elect Joe Biden. Joel Brown is here in Washington with the latest. Joel, good morning.
Russ, good morning to you. This weekend, we got a good idea of what tomorrow's inauguration will look like. Today, we're getting a good taste of what the much-anticipated speech will sound like. President-elect Obama is paying tribute to a man who helped pave the way for change.
Directly in front of us is a pool that still reflects the dream of a king.
He'll spend today honoring Martin Luther King Jr. by taking part in a community renovation project. The future 44th president was just 2 years old when the civil rights activist delivered his historic speech.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
With his own children looking on, the president-elect echoed King's sentiments Sunday before a crowd of more than 400,000.
I stand here today as hopeful as ever that the United States of America will endure, that it will prevail, that the dream of our founders will live on in our time.
Mr. Obama's just 1 day away from becoming the country's first black president, and nearly 2 million people are flocking to the nation's capital to be a part of that history. D.C. hotels are filled to capacity with the onslaught of spectators.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I couldn't miss that.
Months in the making, the inaugural speech will focus on themes of responsibility and restoring public confidence. Aides say the president-elect is relieved to have a version of Tuesday's address down on paper and eager to both give the speech and then go to work. Mr. Obama's campaign manager is flexing his grassroots muscle again, encouraging people to participate in today's National Day of Service. Thousands here in Washington expected to participate today, Russ.
And Joel, as we speak, more folks are coming into Washington. How hard is it going to be to get around today and tomorrow?
It's going to be extremely difficult. You think yesterday about 400,000 people on the mall, but that's just about a quarter of what's expected tomorrow. There were long lines backed up at those security checkpoints, and many people did not get in, Ross.
Okay, Joel Brown, right down the street here in D.C. Thank you so much. Here's what else is happening this morning. After an attack in Pakistan, the major supply route for U.S. forces in Afghanistan was forced to close temporarily this morning. Truck convoys through the Khyber Pass have been targeted by the Taliban in recent months. The attack on a military camp killed 1 soldier. After its 3 weeks offensive against Hamas militants, Israeli tanks and armored vehicles are moving back into Israel this morning as part of a ceasefire. Charlie D'Agata is in London with the latest. Charlie, good morning to you.
Good morning, Russ. After initially rejecting a ceasefire deal, Hamas militants put down their arms, let Israeli troops withdraw on the condition they were completely gone within a week. But it looks like that may happen much sooner. Israel's Gaza pullout plan is picking up pace. Military sources say soldiers will be out before Obama is sworn in Tuesday. The withdrawal began over the weekend when Israel and Hamas declared separate ceasefires. In the relative quiet, Palestinians emerged from hiding to find neighborhoods flattened by fighting that left more than 1,300 dead. What have the Palestinians agreed to, asks this man. Thousands were murdered. Israel's promised to allow enormous amounts of aid into Gaza as long as the peace holds. European countries have pledged millions of dollars for reconstruction efforts and promised to send warships to patrol the region to stop Hamas from smuggling weapons. European leaders are backing the temporary truce and pushing for a permanent agreement that could eventually lead to a two-state solution for Israelis and Palestinians.
We will do everything in our power to support a peace that is lasting and sustainable, that will protect the security of Israel while making possible the viability of a Palestinian state.
But even as Israel and Hamas claim victory, the situation remains much the same as it was before the conflict began. Palestinians trapped in an armed standoff between fierce enemies. Britain has announced it will triple its humanitarian aid to Gaza. Italy has offered to make its police force available, but Egypt has rejected the idea of any foreign troops at its border with Gaza. Russ?
Okay, Charlie Daggett in London, thank you very much. Investigators say the flight data recorder of that U.S. Airways jet that landed in the Hudson River indicates both of its engines lost power simultaneously. ICE has suspended the search for the plane's missing left engine until tomorrow. Kelly Wallace has more.
The U.S. Airways jet was moved by barge to a New Jersey marina last night after being raised from the frigid waters of the Hudson River. Investigators say the plane's voice recorder began 90 seconds after takeoff from New York's LaGuardia Airport. That's when the captain made a remark to his co-pilot about seeing the windshield fill up with birds.
1 second later, the cockpit voice recorder recorded the sound of thumps and a rapid decrease in engine sounds. The captain acknowledges that both engines have lost power and he takes control of the aircraft.
Captain Chesley Sullenberger then contacted air traffic control and discussed the possibility of landing at another airport. But within moments, he instead decided to land the plane in the Hudson River, saving the lives of all 155 passengers and crew. Divers are still searching for the plane's left engine, which separated from the aircraft and sank to the bottom of the river. Kelly Wallace, CBS News, New York.
And geese are being blamed for another aviation accident. A medical evacuation helicopter in Arkansas had to make an emergency landing after a mid-air collision with geese over the weekend. The pilot was slightly injured. And just ahead in the morning news, more peanut butter products recalled in a salmonella scare. Plus, a UPS driver makes a special delivery in his living room. But first, Katie Couric has a preview of tonight's CBS Evening News.
The inauguration of Barack Obama. We begin our special coverage of all the festivities and history-making moments tonight from Washington on the CBS Evening News.
When my allergies hit, I've got a great new way to hit back. I get Claritin Clear with new Claritin liquid gels, the first and only non-drowsy allergy medicine with pure liquid power. Claritin liquid gels, a powerful new way to live Claritin Clear.
This is my accounting system. Unpaid invoices on the purple ones. Still evolving.
Our sales figures, they're all right here.
I designed my own spreadsheets. Nice, right? No?
There's an easier way to manage your business. With Intuit QuickBooks software, you can easily create invoices, track sales, and manage payroll all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks. Get back to business. Try Simple Start for free at QuickBooks.com.
Switch to Swiffer 360 Duster, and you'll never go back to your old duster again.
Baby, come back. You can blame it on me. Baby, come back.
Swiffer 360 Dusters, all-around fibers, get up to twice as much dust as feather dusters, with 50% more fibers than regular Swiffer dusters.
Come back, baby, come back.
360 Duster. Swiffer gives cleaning a whole new meaning.
The best way to predict the future
is to create it.
Discover the power to create a new future for your skin. Only Aveeno Positively Radiant Moisturizer has total soy, combining the best of nature with the proof of science for a whole new level of radiance. It's clinically proven to visibly reduce blotchiness, brown spots, and other past damage, while breakthrough SPF 30 helps prevent future damage. Healthier, more radiant skin.
It's in your future now.
Positively Radiant, the beauty of nature and science, only from Aveeno.
Something new is happening at Ethan Allen. New looks, new style, new modern attitude. Introducing new modern living at Ethan Allen. Log on or visit a design center now.
More food products are being recalled because of the salmonella outbreak that is linked to 6